Thank you for this opportunity to present to you. And I'd like to talk about the Mission Idea Contest set up with UNISEC and introduce you to the 8th Mission Idea Contest. So the Mission Idea Contest, in this instance, the 8th upcoming contest, is to come up with ideas for a constellation or a formation flying mission of multiple nanosatellites. And we're looking for interesting, novel ideas or ways to implement, new ways to implement existing ideas in order to do this. So in front of us, we've got some of the summary points about this. First of all, the mission is carried out by 6 units CubeSats or smaller. The number of satellites could be any number, but it must be a minimum of 2 for the mission. And the mission must have clear benefits of multiple satellites in orbit simultaneously. There is a choice between a constellation mission or a formation flying mission. And the critical key difference here is that a constellation mission assumes no inter-satellite link, whereas a formation flying mission assumes that there is some kind of inter-satellite link. And at the bottom there, we've got some very important dates for the competition. So firstly, we've got the abstract submission date due by the 30th of June. So for anyone who's interested to participate in this competition, you'll need to get your abstract written and submitted by the 30th of June. Notifications of the finalists will go out on August the 8th, later this year. And then the full paper submission will be due by October the 3rd. And this will all culminate in the end with a final presentation in Tokyo at the UNISEC-Global meeting at the end of November into December this year. You can download the information at the website address there at the MIC website. I'll show you a little bit more shortly. So a little bit of background about the Mission Idea Contest. It was launched in 2010 to introduce and encourage innovative exploitation of small satellites, nanosatellites, and microsatellites to be useful in various space and ground services. It's giving lots of diverse opportunities to participants and stakeholders from a wide range of fields, from aerospace engineering, students, industry, and science fields. In total, so far, we've had 7 Mission Idea contests and 4 pre-workshops successfully organized over the last decade or so. All of the finalist papers are published in a book series. I'm very pleased to have mine. I keep that very handy as to remind me of the proud achievement of participating in the first Mission Idea contest. So my experience in the first Mission Idea contest, I presented an idea for a distributed multispectral imaging system using a constellation of CubeSats using multispectral images, and this was to support disaster relief and disaster monitoring. So for this, I took Japan as a case study to see what kind of observations we could make. And one of the conclusions from my study was that with the right a well-balanced constellation of these spacecraft, we could get multiple opportunities to make some observations, remote sensing observations over a very short time period. On this page, I won't go into great detail on this, but here we see some of the wide range of the topics that have been covered and proposed in the workshops and the Mission Idea contests. So you can see, just scanning through that, such a diverse range of ideas and proposals that are being put forward. So the imagination is a very important part of this. So what is the process? So again, we've already noted that the application for the submission is due by the 30th of June. So this is a very important date to get the abstracts in. The review team will then review them and then decide on the finalists. And they'll again be notified August the 8th. The final submission for the paper will be made, and then the review team will make a final evaluation there. And then the finalists will then be invited to Japan for the 2023 UNISEC-Global meeting in person to present their ideas and for the contest to take place. So again, another reminder of the requirements there. 6 unit CubeSats or smaller, at least 2 satellites in the mission, and clear benefits. And what defines a clear benefit? Well, that's for you to propose. It's the critical thing here is to identify what's something of value to society, something of value to the stakeholders who are going to benefit from this. So next, we'll look at a very brief overview of the evaluation criteria. So we have 4 top-level topics that will be analyzed, and the weightings will be shown there. So these are the originality, and that will assess how original the idea is, whether it's a novel concept not yet realized, or if it's taking a new implementation of something existing. And this could be a scientific concept, it could be a technological concept. The opportunity and the scope is very open, and it's for you to propose. Another important point is the impact. What will be the impact of your mission on society, on scientific understanding, on what we can do? And so, again, these 2 topics at the top, originality and impact, are going to be real key drivers for the assessment. Once you've demonstrated originality and impact, we'll assess engineering and feasibility. So for the engineering, that's broken down into 2 key areas. One is the technical description and solutions. So again, it's for you to propose a workable technical solution and demonstrate a technical pathway to realization. And you can consider all various aspects of where you might increase the technology readiness level, or you might build on technology readiness that's already there. The next point is how we operate this constellation, and who are the stakeholders, who are the interactors. So of course, a lot of this, the design will focus on the space segment and the spacecraft, but of course we have to consider the wider participation, the ground segment, who are the user base, how will this data be managed and disseminated, and how will the outputs of your mission have the impact that you're intending. And finally is the feasibility. Obviously, we have to be able to feasibly and realistically achieve the launch of these missions. So this is looking principally at the programmatic aspects. So we'll assess how feasible and realistic the cost is, that's evaluated. A reasonable development schedule with sufficient detail to look at the risks and ensure that all of the critical steps are captured. Also give consideration to supply chains. The mission idea contest is open to participants all around the world. And because of that, the benefit that you have in your particular state, country, city, university, or industry is that you'll know best about your local supply chains and what technologies are available, but also you can identify potential partnerships with other universities, other industries, and other countries perhaps, where you can each harness and leverage the capabilities of each individual's industries. One thing that has been of interest to me is this idea of technology piggybacking, and the idea of taking technology from one industry where a lot of the development is being already produced and invested in, and very much de-risked, and then applying that to space. So this is a very interesting concept for developing a novel small spacecraft. And again, a big part of the feasibility is going to be identifying the risks and opportunities that we have to that could threaten the mission, or the opportunities to improve. Globally, there are various MIC coordinator offices where they can provide 3 key elements to supporting the development of your mission idea and writing your abstract and writing your paper. And they are there to principally mentor, coordinate, and offer networking opportunities. So they can help guide you to expertise, help you source various information, and help you develop your strategy by giving you access and sourcing access to industry and academic experts. They'll also coordinate with the MIC main office and ensure that everything is all running smoothly to get everything brought together for the contest at the end. And finally, the MIC is there not just for you to propose an idea, but as an opportunity to share ideas and to network and build contact, to give a springboard, a platform to develop these ideas and take them further. So just some of the reasons here for joining the MIC. It's an opportunity to build capacity with training and with the attendance of free lectures. It's a great opportunity to learn and to share ideas and knowledge. And not only does this give you an opportunity to engage in the design or the definition of a space mission, it's an opportunity to share those ideas and make a difference. No matter how small your input, it does make a difference. It's there and it can inspire someone else as well. And of course, sharing ideas gives you the exposure that you might need to help take your ideas further. So finally, I would just like to conclude by saying, please, I would strongly encourage anyone who's considering joining and participating in the Mission Idea Contest to get involved. Don't hesitate. If you have an idea, write an abstract, submit it, and take it further. And if there's one piece of inspiration that I can try and give is, no matter how big or small an effort you make, everything we do, we can help leave the world a better place than we found it. Thank you.
So Richard, thanks very much. Can you go back one slide? Mm-hmm. So I would like to add to this, because these are reasons for students to join MIC, but it's also a good platform for instructors, teachers, professors who teach space engineering. They could introduce MIC into their teaching curriculum, and it offers a great challenge for students. I say this because I've done this in the past at Kyushu Institute of Technology. We used MIC as a way for students to do some hands-on projects. Can you comment on that?
Well, absolutely. It's a two-way system. The sharing of knowledge is not just about having an idea and trying to push it forwards. It's about trying to filter knowledge back down to support those ideas. So I think that MIC is more than just an idea competition. It's more than just a contest to present an idea, and that's the end. In fact, the end of the Mission Idea Contest is the beginning. The presentations in November and December are the beginning of the journey for so many people. And it's a great opportunity for industry leaders or participants, engineers, academics, to participate and to take those ideas and work with the contestants to provide a pathway to develop the ideas and seek funding opportunities, to seek technical support